they don't do the exercises right. They leave their bags in the way.
You doing Facebook and Instagram? Oh, sorry. No.
Because he's 58 and he's got bad eyes. He couldn't see.
So that's the same mimic as this. Go again. Perfect. Yeah, it's perfect.
Nice.
So it's the angle of the legs all the way up.
Everything he just said was theoretically and factually not true. Watch this.
I know he said he's not going to, but he is. I got new t-shirts.
I love it.
Yeah. Little striker in me on there.
Who's that guy?
I don't know. Photoshopped.
Shoulders are way too wide.
For this, right? So big, Alex. We got Heath Evans for you Americans. Football player. You know, he goes out and kicks the ball.
That's what they means, yeah.
Or the other one. Back day. We did it before. We're gonna do something different. Sound good?
Yeah.
You're gonna only get 3 sets per exercise. So moderate weight, moderate, and then kill it on the last set.
All right. The previous one we had was more like isolation one.
Yeah.
This one is going to be more like compound. Okay.
Let me know
I'll let
what
you know
it
what
is.
I feel. Yeah.
Hey Heath.
Yeah, Bubby.
Someone's not paying attention.
Yeah, I mean, I don't know. Yeah. You said it was going to be you and Mona only.
Well, a little weak.
What's up with Mona?
So
what happened? A lot of testosterone injections?
he might have less testosterone than Mona. Come on, Evans.
I mean, they don't do the exercises right. They leave their bags in the way.
Man.
Amateurs.
Come on, kid. See some of the stuff that we're doing. Obviously, it's got a seat here. But what we're doing is we're staying out of there, so he's keeping his legs all the way back for more isolation, but still pretty good weight. And he'll do a double catch. Just. Oh, shit. Don't worry, we're going there next. Get out of here. Go.
Listen here.
Come on.
Both you pretty boys, go to the other gym with the fucking silver dumbbells.
Mike claims to be all natty, but nobody grows dog hair that's all natty. This is gonna be a thumbnail of the video. You're spanking Mike.
Come on, kid. Body, lean back, all the way up. Back, then reverse. Small move, big move. So he contracts, then pulls back. 2 moves for him. So for a lot of your fans, if you're not very good at posing or isolating the muscle, you can't go through the motion in a sense. So slow it down. You're good at it. You or me? Me? Yeah.
All right, movement 1. Elbows into the hip pockets.
Let's go. There you go. 2, 3. Come on. 4, 5. Get it. Come on, big boy. 6. Keep going. 7.
For me or you?
8. You already got it. Stretch. Set the back. Squeeze it back. Set. Hold. Set it. Pull back. Nice. Stretch. Pull. Nice. Yep. You're even doing it. Squeeze it together. Nice. automatically doing it. Good. Switch it up.
So I kind of almost purposely get myself in a very awkward position real long. So I have to start my pull from here. Better. He's so good at connecting.
Yeah.
In the football world, we were just, power. Like, Mike and I could stack 5 plates on each side and yank that sucker power. But when I have to try to pull from that lower lat, I've got to do it real slow. And so I try to get myself in this real awkward position and then drag down. I'm trying to take my elbow and I almost take it to my knee. So that's how I get that lat attached. Because otherwise, it's all going to go to my mid-back. My lats get real thick up top. But that, I don't ever get that real elongated connection. So I try to make it really, really awkward. So I have to pull from that lower lat. If that makes sense. You know what I mean?
Absolutely,
So, all right, you up, buddy?
It's easier to feel stretch with this position of the legs.
He could come in here blind and just connect all his muscle because he's just done it over and over and over again. I'm still trying to find how to connect, on biceps. I gotta go real slow and purpose. When I get heavy, it's just all power for me. I don't know how to connect those muscles yet.
Bicep is a very simple muscle. I mean, you're just curling and it's working. But at the same time, it's not that easy to feel it.
We're making movies here. Stop. Come on, let's go.
Fitness bloggers.
Watch this one, right arm, leg. Nice.
But his hips are also coming in, more of a contraction. Takes it from the top all the way down to the lower back tie-in. Here's the point of doing same leg, same arm. Any ideas? Why?
I feel squeeze better. I feel like...
You know why that is?
I don't know, it's just shorter.
Well, legs is gonna do power.
Yeah.
So if I set this up in an angle where I'm going the opposite, you're heave-hoeing.
Yeah.
I take everything out now. There's nothing heave-hoeing back except the back. See how this is gonna come forward? Now you've got a great stretch, but as soon as you pull back, the only thing that can pull you back, it's not this leg and using counterbalance, but it's your back squeezing together.
That's right, yeah.
So it's the angle of the legs all the way up and stuff.
Everything he just said was theoretically and factually not true. Watch this.
Now for H, it's a good stretch and then angle of the body. So even though this exercise is made to sit down and do all that, change it up, find out what's working for you. And that's for
This
you
one is
individuals.
amazing, yeah. I was always looking for an exercise to feel my connection of my lat.
All the way up?
Yeah, and lower part of it. Insertion?
Yep, lower insertion, right.
Yeah, and this exercise is just killing it.
And you notice how the first set, your second set is even more so, but the first set, you moved your hips into it.
Yeah.
So it's like now everything is crunching.
Is this the right way to do it? Perfect. Yeah.
It's perfect, but you naturally did it. You naturally kind of
I want to
flexed.
compress it better, flex it better.
Huge difference between just heave-hoeing compared to complete isolation with everything flexing in.
And the hip going towards your elbow.
Yep.
Yeah, that's nice. Hold that, baby.
Good, Mikey.
Let's go. All day. Come on, get strong. There you go. Nice. Hungry, that was.
I have my card.
Do you happen to have straps?
I don't.
He never uses them.
Yeah, I remember your philosophy.
He's got
Wrong
that.
question. Crashing it, like you said. By the way, I got a lot of questions about your merch. They want to buy your merch, but shipping is very expensive. Yeah, I know.
We're trying to figure something out. I love that. We'll figure something out. Suggest something.
If I pull my elbow a little bit forward, then I feel it better.
Okay.
Instead of pulling it backwards,
Yeah.
I do it a little bit here. Feel it better.
Feels that on the shoulder?
Feels better. No. I feel my lat better. Lat engagement. Like when you do double biceps, you kind of pull your elbows forward a little bit, so same feeling. You know.
Find your spot. It's in front of the body. Good job, kiddo. I'm going to show you today a couple different ways to do it, and it's all about how you feel it and how you can put it into the back. I hope that you can do both, the forward like that and pulling it back.
Because this is what I just started doing on purpose, like pulling my elbows a little bit forward. But I've been doing it like backwards all my life.
Yeah.
So now when I change it, I feel that's better.
I love the idea that you changed it. Regardless, whichever works best, and that's the greatest thing you can do. And find that range.
Yeah.
So he's doing two things. If you can see it, there's two things that are going on. He'll pull it, and then he'll contract his whole body. Also, keep in mind now, what you're looking at, all this thickness and development, is from an athlete, not a bodybuilder. And that's fun for me to be able to train with somebody like that, because they move better than bodybuilders, you know, but he's as strong as a power lifter, but more athletic. So for me, as somebody that likes to train and tussle, I love having training partners like that. Chin up. Stay forward. You're on stage. You're on stage. Close your eyes. You're on stage. There you go. Finish it. All right, switch up. Take your hand all the way up now. All the way up. Touch the edge right here.
Grab that bar.
Now,
There you go.
keep level. Pull. Level. Pull. Again. There you go. Pull again. Get it, get it, get it, get it. Couple more. 6. 7, go 7. Keep even.
One more, last one.
Fitness celebrity, and is becoming one of the biggest in America. Well, he's
Let's
actually
go.
bigger than Heath Evans. But we got Heath over here, one arms. See height? I'm doing Facebook and Instagram. I'm doing it all. And a live.
When I go too many days without donuts, I get weak.
And the reason why we're doing it isolateral, it's because the range of motion is getting bigger when you do it like side by side. You can stretch better, you can squeeze better, doing it like one-handed. The reason why we're doing it like one-handed is to get the range
More
of motion
isolation.
better.
Better range of motion, isolation. Keeping it focused on the one side right now. You can do it both. You can do it both, but it's been a nice, we started with a double. We went single, single, we're gonna go back to a double next. Just so you guys understand, I know there's no handle out here, but I'm taking my hand all the way out. So just not pulling down, pulling it outside here, not just straight down.
Is this yours? I thought you were driving Mercedes.
I got a couple cars.
How many cars do you have, Mike?
I had 3, but for some reason, he took his to the shop.
And why do you need so many?
Well, it's for the
Luxury life?
luxury life, and there's a couple of us. And we travel, oh, and I don't know why we have so many.
Does Titan have
We don't
his
go
own car
where.
already? No?
Got to have the weekend car and the
Tuesday
during the
car.
week car, yeah, Tuesday car. Not really worried about the seat, just stand, chest up. So you've seen guys that are big and thick backs, but there's no separation. Then you can see guys that have separation, but it's not very big and thick.
How do you explain that?
They're not doing
A lot
everything.
of squeezing?
They're not doing everything. You know, so the big, thick guys got the powerlifting moves down compared to the other guys that can sit here all day long and do isolation, but there's no thickness to it. So everything we're doing today can be done 3, 5, 10 different ways. Incorporate it all. Chest up or ass back. Try it both ways.
What did people 200 years ago do out there?
Sheesh.
He does is smile.
That's bad.
So what you got here is, you got Heath now just basically talking about all his problems with his body. Injuries that he's
Whining
had
about
playing
his
football, crying about it.
I had a 70% medial stick, and they took the lateral off completely. Medial is the one that's the only one that bothered me. Microphone.
We're gonna leave this in
And I
this
have to
clip.
listen to that every day. Enough. Enough. That was 15 years ago. Let it go.
Yeah, bub. Oh my goodness. I hope you didn't mind that.
Trolling each other. This is what friends do.
He wants to know the new beer already. That's what we were talking about.
Did 120 reps of rear delts last night. I'm like, we're doing rear delts
120 reps
before we do back tomorrow. We did all 25-pound dumbbells for 6 sets of 20 on like a for dinner.
Fourth exercise. You guys have seen this before. Get it in. Stay forward. Try to keep this right on the back. Even though the rear delts and traps are working, that's secondary to that meat of the back. Drop the hips back, upper chest against, hands out, go. Elbows higher. No, not hands, just elbows. Just sliding out. Put it right on the curve. There you go. 2. Everything. 3. 4. 5.
Was this you or did you comment on something? So Mike posts this on his page. And this dude has glute implants. Mike loves that guy.
I don't know about you, but I didn't look that hard to notice that. Huh.
He didn't look that hard. That's because he's 58 and he's got bad eyes. He couldn't see.
What's up, Guns? What's up? What's up? Where have you been?
Hi, Alex. How are you? How you doing? Good?
Family reunion.
Yeah.
Mike said it's gonna be him, you, and me only, and then he pops up, and I'm like, Mona, what happened to you?
I know.
Yeah, he wanted 3 real people to train, not 2.5.
I would have definitely trained better than he.
No doubts about it.
How's it going?
Keith is still complaining about his injuries. We're working with mine. Same old, same old.
Elbows come down now. Down to the side more. It's not heavy enough to pull you up.
Yeah.
Makes sense? Jump down there. Feet forward. Ass off. More. More. Chest up. Pull. There you go.
Nice.
Nice! You remember Mona?
Yeah, I do.
For us, when we're on stage hitting a back lat spread, the first thing we do is we pull the elbows back. You're right here. And then we grab on and then we pull out.
Yeah.
So this is mimicking this. That whole motion. So when you pull that to the chest just like you're reaching back. So the whole back is firing. So if somebody says, hey, this exercise, is that lats, is that lower back, what is that? It's the whole back. It's everything. I'm going to show you what he's working. So when you're on stage, give me a back lat spread, but the start of it. Squeeze. Everything is flexed. Now grab a hold and pull out. So that's the same mimic as this. Go again. Pull back, and then grab and pull. There we go. Alright guys, go on over to our pages. You'll see all this. Make sure you're following Alex, following my page. He also runs the Fittest Couple page, and Strikers World page, and Power Bodybuilding page. So this is the finishing. Can you tell me what today was?
Well, today I opened 2 exercises for myself. You can say that there's nothing new about these exercises, same machines, same old, but at the same time I had 2 different feelings for myself. I opened up something new for myself. This last exercise, I feel the squeeze so much I never felt before, and the one with the handle, supposedly like pull down handle, but we were standing, I felt squeezed very well as well. So I'm pretty sure that if you guys try to emulate these movements with all the tips that Mike mentioned during the workout, you're gonna feel the same way. So I recommend, strongly recommend.
And we've done this back workout a couple times, or we trained back a couple times, but you can watch both back workouts and how completely different, but they're basic exercises, but they're completely different days. One was more of a thickness builder and strength. Exercises throughout the whole workout have the thickness, have the size, have the shape, have the isolation, and then we finish out with just going to town and just complete fatigue.
All right, last exercise. Elbow should be higher. Said I gotta teach the 4-time Mr. Universe how to do this crap. It is what it is. He was too busy putting makeup on this morning to pay attention to the finer details. When he's 282 or more, it's always gonna be a black shirt.
He's smiling because he didn't hear what we were talking about him behind the camera.